Thank you all for being here. My name is Casey Weinstein. I'm on the solar team for the Leadership Hudson class of 2014. Thank you again for celebrating with us today. As you can see, we've engineered this down to the weather to show you that even though it's raining outside, we are producing 815 watt-hours of energy right now. So really excited. This was our backup location, of course, but it shows you can kind of get a real-time display of what's going on with our solar panels outside. So, and I'd like to thank our Diamond and Platinum sponsors whose logos are displayed behind me and on our recognition plaque, which lists all of our donors who supported this cause for us over the past couple of years. Thank my Leadership Hudson classmates and our solar project team for their dedication to this idea. I joined Leadership Hudson right after Amanda and I moved here in 2013. Ultimately got to be a part of making a difference for our community. So I can't say enough about Leadership Hudson, and thank Bob Carter and Jill Centrello for all the work that they've done for that program. Barlow Community Center Solar Training and Education Facility is a step in that direction. It represents investment in our city and our children, who will learn about solar power and energy efficiency from this building. It'll prepare our first responders for the future, and you'll hear a little bit more about that today as a regional and local training hub. And it'll serve as a beacon of progress as our energy economy undergoes a historic shift. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, since 1985, coal industry employment is down 62% and 25% just in the last 4 years. Since 2011, solar jobs have experienced a 44% increase, while solar panel prices have decreased by 80% due to massively increasing global demand. So it actually paid off for us that it took us a little while to raise all the money that we needed to.
The first day I met Casey, I think the first thing he said to me was, "You're going to help me put solar on a building." That was our first Leadership Hudson class. Casey and I realized we had a lot in common, and we followed this solar project before our class was even aware of it, started to do our homework, and just kind of kept saying solar, planting the seed over and over, and the class pretty much adopted that without much fuss, I think. We did look at talking with the schools and the curriculum directors, how they might use the building, and they'll have access to all of this data through the website, through the city's website, that they can use. They can use the facility for field trips and such. But through my connection with the fire department, I found out, and we put together a plan how this building could be used by the fire department and Hudson Public Power. And that is ultimately what got us the deed grant, that was something that they could buy into because we were encouraging renewable energy that did have hazards that their own power people should know about. So
this facility will allow us to have hands-on training as we discuss emergencies involving residences with photovoltaic systems. Roofs covered with panels cannot be ventilated. DC versus AC current and their associated hazards. Panels which can generate power even at night when exposed to our bright scene lights, and extinguishing panels directly exposed to flames. These are just a few of the items we'll be discussing, and I'm looking forward to getting started with the training.
Leadership Hudson class of 2014 has chosen to make a difference, not only an environmental difference, but a difference in the education of students. The concept of renewable and non-renewable energy actually begins in Hudson in grade 3. And this can be a really nebulous concept for 8- and 9-year-olds. They're trying to seek to understand how sun, wind, and water could actually be used to power common household items. And although we do and we can use photovoltaic cells to try to simulate this on a small level, this Barlow Community Center, which is in walking distance of McDowell School, will be a really great walking field trip for students to see this in action.
Communities have over-relied on fossilized sunlight in the form of non-renewable resources, doubling down on 19th century technologies rather than diversifying and engineering new ones. Technology to do more than mine our way to the future. We possess the mettle and fortitude to go further. And clearly, we have among us committed citizens to model for us how to pin our hopes on hard work and service to the common good and our shared future. That's good education. This has a great deal to say in response to the biomimicry of a solar cell. Data has a story to tell about when the sun is shining and when it isn't. And concrete realities like this confirm what we in Hudson are able to advance change in order to sustain our community. and our heritage of hope and possibility. Sunny days are coming, and we are poised to rise with them, learning for and living out a brighter tomorrow.
Event, and what more appropriate day than Earth Day to cut this ribbon. It is an opportunity to recognize our obligation to be good stewards of the incredible planet with which we have been blessed, stewards so that we can pass it on to future generations, hopefully in better shape than we received it.